Hey, what's up guys, welcome back. Now in this video we're going to be discussing a new warning with Ethernet adapters for the Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this popped up just today discussing what's going on when you plug in an Ethernet adapter for the Nintendo Switch and you want to basically use the internet and be wired in. So there's a thread on Reset Era talking about this, and there's quite a few people that have discovered that after the 5.0 firmware update for the Nintendo Switch, the system appears to be running warm or hotter than normal, and particularly when it's connected to a USB Ethernet adapter. So I'll read a little bit what it says here in the post. It says, so this is an issue when connecting the Switch via Ethernet to the internet. It will warm up in the dock and sleep mode when there's nothing going on at all, meaning it will get stressed and warm up overnight. If you have it in dock 24/7 with an Ethernet adapter connected, the console will be warm 24/7, he says. Apparently this bug was introduced in the 5.0 update. Be careful, this could affect the battery's health. So there's two things to pay attention here. They're talking about after the 5.0 update this is happening, and only when the dock is connected to an Ethernet adapter. And if they unplug the Ethernet adapter, the system doesn't get warm anymore in sleep mode. Now they are mainly saying that when the system is in sleep mode, that the console searches for internet connection at some point during sleep mode to get updates or what have you while you're not using the system. And since it's connected via Ethernet cable, apparently this heats up the console when you're not using it. One user even said that he has a launch switch and it eventually stopped working because he had a similar issue, and then he did go ahead and check and he does have it docked with an Ethernet adapter as well. And also some people said with their Ethernet adapter they were not having this issue, and they compared different third-party Ethernet adapters that they bought off of Amazon, for example, and some of them were giving them this issue and some of them were not giving them the issue. So there you go again. This is another tip for you guys to be on the watch out for, is do not use any third-party adapters or third-party accessories with the Nintendo Switch right now, because there could be some compatibility issues and there could be something that causes your Switch to have an issue after this 5.0 update with what we're seeing here with this Ethernet adapter, third-party adapters, what have you. And we talked about the issue with the docks in the past and the USB cables in the past. So this is something else you should keep an eye on for yourself. Maybe go ahead and check your Nintendo Switch right now if you do have one of these Ethernet adapters, if it's a third-party adapter, first-party adapter, or whatever adapter you have. I suggest you go check your system right now and see if it's running a little warm if you're not using it and it's in sleep mode, because from what they're saying here, if it is running a little warm and you're not using the system, it could over time drain the battery to the point where it doesn't work anymore, and that's what you do not want to happen, of course, since your system could simply not function at that point, and then you may have the danger of losing all your save data. That is always the main issue that it all comes down to, is anything that happens to your system could cause you to lose your save data, and you simply do not want that. So if you are using a third-party Ethernet adapter for your Nintendo Switch, I highly suggest you go and check your system. Maybe it's not running hot at all or warm, maybe it's just totally normal. Again, it may depend on which adapter you are using. So even though it's convenient to use a wired internet because you get that more stable signal, if your Switch is running warm when you're not using the console, you may just want to switch over to Wi-Fi for now until possibly they update this later in a patch and this issue isn't a problem anymore, because people were saying very clearly that before the 5.0 update they were not having this issue with their systems. So whatever Nintendo did with that 5.0 update seems to have affected a lot of things on the Switch. So hopefully these things get fixed in the future and it gets patched out so it works the way it used to for these adapters. And I want to make it clear one more time that the post did bring out though that if you turn off sleep mode and you're still using the Ethernet adapter, it should be okay and you should not have your system heating up. It should be fine if you turn off sleep mode. And it seems to work just fine in sleep mode in Wi-Fi without the Ethernet adapter as well. So keep that in mind when you're doing your testing on your own Nintendo Switch, and let me know what you find in the comment section. Alright guys, so if you found this video helpful and you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Twitter. And I'll talk to you guys very soon in the next video. Have a great day.